All right, you guys. All right, hi everyone. I'm so sorry about my channel. So today I was trying to use my desktop camera and it wasn't working. So for whatever reason, they put something on my desktop camera because I was like, okay, I'll just like record my videos and upload them because they're really trying to stop the information from coming out. I'm not really sure what the fuck they're doing, but that's none of my business because legally have to go. They legally have to stop playing with our entire community. Community benefits are getting drafted. Some people are finding out. There was like some families, individual people that were getting stalked and harassed by Cyborgia. They're drafting community benefit agreements. There's hella stuff going on with complaints, hella shit getting started. People are finding out that there's several different groups of individuals that got together to really settle them behind the scenes. People from the past are coming out to set them up. So that's really not my business. You should have been careful with what the fuck you started playing games with crackheads and really getting exposed on my channel. Right. So Mahani has to go tell all the crackheads that they created their group of like 3.5 million white supremacists that are kidnapping queer people, harassing children, stalking me, harassing black and brown scientists, uploading them to virtual reality and heart attacks work, right? That they have to get the fuck off the computer that they got caught. And also, too, I told you that somebody else has now turned up with this whole cardiac drama that they've been starting with frequency modulation. So one of the things that's happening here is they didn't know how far the situation was going to go with them getting caught up. I also wanted to say that something came out with a conversation about translating in virtual reality, and you need to be really careful with that technology, who's listening, and this nonsense with playing with crackheads and starting shit. Crackheads of any color. So the ones playing on the computer think that they're some way somehow superior. Don't get into that. Okay. So look at this. A double amputee interpreter. He ended up passing away. And there was a conversation in virtual reality going about somebody's family with this. And I had Googled somebody's name. And that's what they were doing in the military. Now this comes up. You guys need to just be careful with what you started in that virtual reality, playing with people and starting nonsense. Just be very careful. Okay. So now one of the things that you guys are gonna find out about is what they were doing with DNA testing. Also, I caught another karmic. Right. So I caught a karmic speaking to the black and brown tech programs to try to get this and that. They're not getting anything. So one of the things that you guys are about to find out about is that they were playing with this green things. See, they're very fucking stupid. They get on my channel and then they like, oh look, you're talking about this and that with people like, oh, we can't activate that, but we can do this. Like, ha ha ha. Like, oh, like it's a little game. It's not a fucking game. There's no chemicals on the planet. It's not a fucking game because what you guys did with robberies and mixing up supply and lying about supply and starting shit and not telling about deactivation, there's a bunch of people that are popping up with cancers because of a bad supply of cotton. It's not okay and it's not cute. It's not a fucking game. And people are finding out that they started hella shit. So a lot of people in public health got a wild ass email. So that's why they're closing programs. That's why they were doing the defunding. That's why they were doing this. And then also, too, somebody saw Kamala's reign, Kamala's hand, and her regime. They're getting fired and removed from the job. So now, one of the things that's coming up here is people are starting to see in different places that they were getting caught up. Stop playing on my fucking computer. You're not getting approved from anything. You're not activating tarot cards. You're not doing any of that. And the tarot cards made it go wilder because everyone has seen that when we start with the tarot cards, we can take the deck and we will start flipping it and it will start coming out. So that's another thing too that everyone started seeing that it will come out to tell you even the story and what you casted. Look, I didn't cast it there. So that's how everyone was finding out. It came up even in wild ass court cases. Look what ended up getting started. It's just something for indigenous people that are not starting shit. It makes perfect sense that it's electrochemistry. So now that's not about to get started. A lot of people ended up doing what they needed to do early on. That's done. Also, people are trying to really get out of execution orders. That's none of my business. Yeah, the feds are here listening like you guys are inciting violence. Why are you playing with cases and starting shit like that in the hood and incurring like wildness and like organizing it with ops and like stacking work and causing right? So make sure you handle your business. So now another thing that's getting started is, remember, they don't want you to know that it's legal for us to handle our business with white people, period. And they got caught. Somebody found the group of defense families that are working in all communities that are handling their business. It's perfect that this happened. After somebody found them. So everyone's getting together and they're handling their business, especially with what just got started in the islands. So I just wanted to say with this green things, like, I'm not going to say anything just yet. I'm going to talk more about the DNA testing that they're trying to hide from you. That's going to get a lot of people wrapped up in drama. Like, oh, that's why they stole Daisy's court cases and played like that, played on her email, played on her phone and her page, because they were trying to like synthesize some chemical from her body to go play in the computer because of what they did, and they were trying to like stop something from getting exposed on the computer, which is videos of what they were doing to people's kids, because that's what got the feds early on their ass. It was a group of people that were actually playing that saw that and said, "Are you fucking stupid?" and went bad on them. That's what ended up happening, and it's the non-whites that actually did it. So that's what's getting started with Life is a Highway. They all found them. They all went to go tell that man from Alliance for a Greater Kentucky. They found it instantly. Council on Foundations, that Martha's involved in it. If you Google it, you'll find it, and he's one of the people involved in that. He used to be a Congress member, and that's how this is getting started with Breonna Taylor. You remember I said it. Now look at Kentucky and Lexington blowing up, and then Lexington blows up, and then now you guys see what's happening in Tennessee. It's even wilder in Roger. Something got started in Tennessee the other day. The director, the transit director, she got fired because of something that got started with bus drivers and murders. Okay, that one was in my phone today. But do you see? And we were just talking about some more murders and somebody's grandma driving the bus and starting shit. And that green teams, I'm not gonna say anything. But I just want to tell you that several people followed me yesterday. I was like, oh, you guys need to stop. Like, why are you doing shit like that? What the fuck are you doing following me and starting shit like that? Yeah, and then in my face, like, oh, okay, yeah, you should have known that we're like actually like trying to do shit like that. Yeah, that's what the fuck they're trying to do when these crackheads are sitting around like, oh, they're trying to get something from her blood to play in the computer and make pills for themselves and kidnapping people's kids and starting shit like that. They're trying to distance themselves from that whole thing because they're getting execution orders for it. And there's like hella shit getting clapped out with that period. And they're really getting set up with that friendly fire list, kidnapping people in the military. Here we go. Okay. Something else that I wanted to put up in my phone. About 23andMe. So some of you guys did not know that. Okay, so that's what they were doing, and then they were targeting different black and brown women. But the thing is, what they were insinuating doing with it with love spells with black and brown men, like, oh, people will think this, or then I'll be psychic, and then I'll do this, and then I can see this, and then I can do that. This whole computer thing, you guys are just now seeing. So that's what the fuck they're doing. That's why all these hoes that went to go get happy, oh, look what they're doing to her. They're trying to put her in the psych ward and this and that. And see, I told you that reading wasn't true, and we weren't doing that and that. Oh, it's about you already knew what the fuck it was about. You see why people are losing everything. You saw layoffs like FYI. They don't have shit. They're playing with Russia. They don't have shit. They're setting up call centers to upload you to find out about recipes. They don't have shit. They're trying to get shit activated with the blood of your kids playing in foster care. They don't have shit. So just put that at the forefront when you're starting shit. Right? And that's what it needs to be competent. And that's why somebody found out that everyone involved in that care court fuckery, they're really getting set up with choppers of power and hella charges. Period. You guys heard about China and all them getting deported. You saw that in my phone. That's unprecedented. For that to be happening, for the Asians to pay attention. If that's happening to the Chinese, you are not safe. They're showing you that you are not safe. Right. So they hit them. And it's going to keep on going because they started something with choppers of power with that technology. And it really has everything to do with following you to different places. And look how you got that started. Following Daisy to work, and look what she works. Look and causing hella drama. And look what's getting started now. People are making it back to China, and people are finding out, oh, you got deported because you were playing with black people in America. Let me find out. There's something in the computer. Why can't I learn? Why is it important that I don't see this? Now you're back in China. You were stopping our local trade routes, putting tariffs and playing games, having us investigated and everything, taking our supply. Now you're back in China. Yeah, yeah, it's getting very gully. Something really got clapped out, period. Somebody found out, someone said, don't ever, ever deny the fact that you're back in China because you were playing with the black woman that's a psychic. Yeah, they went dummy. They went 18 dummy on them. They're back in China. Baby, I'm telling you, you guys, this, and I'm watching it in the language too. Woo. It's like the soap operas. I really like the Chinese one and then the Spanish one. That one is actually like rated R. That's like after dark. Like damn, whoa, whoa. You got to get a bottle of gin or something to really process because really it's gully. Like wow, you guys are this is the unthinkable. So then yeah, because hella shit is getting started. So then they thought that they were going to be putting shit out and then it was going to be just all good. And that's another thing too, with people trying to get approved and playing in the companies and somebody doing something goofy with La Herencia, somebody doing something unthinkable with Hector Lavoe. That's all I'm gonna say. And then the next day it's in the news because they want to get approved because what the cartel has ordered is the unthinkable. That's what you get. You wanted to play games. We're not gonna talk about Spanish here or Agro Duzwai. New Jersey police chief accused of spiking coworkers' coffee, pooping on floors, and sticking hypodermic needle into fellow officer playing with clinical trial testing in this non-white at work. And Italian warfare with Max Minghella in between playing too much. So why are you reading things and it sounds like the Onion? Yeah, that's what they went to go play with. It's right here. Told you. It's playing. That's what they were playing with people at work, putting shit in their food, literally. Chiong, kids. Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, I didn't know that they were doing. You should already knew. Now, also, too, something's getting clapped out with Oakland that they're about to start with the chief of police. So he better go hightail it. So it says right here, FBI announces 22 arrests in Lubbock. That's where the chief of police for Oakland, he's from Lubbock. And they done found his hand in playing with clinical trial testing with a bunch of Spanish indigenous women cursing the fuck out of him. Why would you not be able to reproduce because somebody put magic on you? Yeah, that makes sense. She's hella fucking loopy. Yeah, he's already getting called into care court. Hella shit getting started. They asking for arrests also too. Somebody found out that there's buku arrest orders getting sent out from the feds, and they're gonna just send out a bunch of police that are not working. And make sure you make them work, and then you can either let them know so they're prepared that you're not going to give them any benefits. They're getting their pension or their money taken, or just snatch out like 3 months of their pay and tell them to come dance for it. Also, too, the Chan Zuckerberg initiative will shift its San Francisco biohub to Redwood City. They really just tried that in front of you. They just really tried to skiggy experiments playing games with that virtual reality. 23andMe involved in it too, because 23andMe is that Vicky Waxika. I don't know what the fuck her name is, but she was the CEO of YouTube. She died. Her son died. She was married to the CEO of Google, Sergey Brin. You see, he's no longer there. She has to shut down her company because they're playing too goddamn much. Oh, now this motherfucker's up out of here because we're on the way. Yeah, they didn't heard about the program that I'm about to put out. That it's about to get put online. You guys can go take the certificate. I want to invite other states and cities. Invite only. They can go see whatever the fuck they want, but you guys are going to be there learning. You guys heard about that hippo that was misbehaving? This is really the thing here. It's just out of control what has gotten started. A lot of people started virtual reality. You guys kept on hearing me talk about the animals, and then you saw the giraffe. Her baby had no stripes because they were doing too much. So it has something to do with that hippo and something with CSS, but they were doing something with network program interfacing. Long story short, like hood hoes were getting access to the computer. She was basically like traveling to different places in space, like introducing indigenous people to the computer that didn't know about it, and like there was like different like legacies or planets of hood hoes that were getting access to network programming. So they had found a way to also be in the planet and hiding that they were, like it's that type of mess. Like, okay, well, there's a new stock, that type of thing. So they were playing with reproduction and she was playing with CSS, but I rescued her because it's something with Pablo Escobar and she got hit with weight and somebody played with quantization on the weight. So So the hippo was kind of like, she's not out of her mind. It was just like she was just having a lot of fun playing with her gifts, you know. But eventually they got turned off and she had to come back to God. And then she has her kids to a space, and CPS had to get called in a few times. So they had to move her to a new place. She got put into the healing center. So she just gave me this thing with CSS. And I saw a license plate today and I was like, oh, thank you, High Priestess. Like for front end design. Like she was like, thank you for like bringing my children here. But she had to turn off the network interface. So I'm saying this to say that there is new tools for you guys to go ahead and learn. She has some stuff for network interface programming. She saw what they were doing on my computer. And then she has some stuff for those of you guys learning CSS. And then, you know, you guys are going to be doing the certificate and things like that. You're going to be learning about these different Wakatazi that help build this in the hood, you know, that are giving you these tools. So, I mean, just to like, I don't think that that's funny at all. I don't think it's funny that those animals like were running fucking wild in space and doing shit like that, because that's hella fucking treacherous and messy. Yeah. So, and some of them were lying how they were trafficking themselves to the planet, like a certain sea beings, and how they were landing in Atlanta constantly, multiple times in the same place to cause certain shootings and hood wars, then introducing hood bitches in different dimensions to the computer, and then not explaining how they were getting into people's stomach and how that whole thing was getting weaved in the black community. So it was getting out of control. So I just don't think that that's actually funny. Because when you have to experience it and the mental illness behind it, it's actually not funny. So I just wanted to let you guys know that that's going on with the DNA testing fuckery and the CSS and biohubs, because they're up out of here. And they said that they have other things that they want to do. Really, also too, they want to reduce cost because they were getting hit with hella shit. Their feds are actually shutting down hella stuff. They thought that they were going to move a bunch of money with the feds, and they're really getting clapped out like with a bunch of stuff that's getting started with white men that are not appearing. So yeah, I don't know how to share my screen on here. Maybe I can share my screen and show you that they broke this on my computer for me to be able to make my videos. They thought that they were going to get something. Okay, what is that supposed to mean? Okay, that's okay though. I do have a different device. That's fine. But I'm gonna use it to like get several people defunded in tech, but not before I tell somebody about it. So don't worry about that. I'm handling it. Yeah, UCSF is finding out that they actually do have to pay me in court. That when they get that lawsuit, that's it. They're getting hit 6 ways to Sunday for what they started. It was perfect that they didn't see that. You guys, it was helpful. They didn't see that I had that like a stab one on my side and shit like that. They were thought that they were gonna play a big ass game and shit like that. They planned it because the police were not the ones. I didn't get arrested or anything like that. I was supposed to be going home. They planned that. They planned it to the T so they can do that DNA testing fuckery, and they got caught red fucking handed playing with that. And I poisoned the fuck out of hella white women, and they're sick because they fucking their family, and they're telling their kids, look, these are your spiritual gifts, and to stop telling at school, and that's what's wrong with their family. It's Stacey did something, and that's why this happened, and they're octopus this, and you this and that, and are children of color getting to learn about themselves and learn properly, and get these children's books that I made and all these other things that have come out? No, they're getting put in foster care, and there's stupid, goofy ass cases being built with people that work for like Department of Justice or other high end places where families make like 200K, 400K a year, and they're playing with foster care to target their kids. Yeah, that's what you all started. So I'm welcome to what it means to be broke in America, whites. And for people to find out that you're playing with magic like that, and now you owe their community. And do you know how far this is going to go with the cases? Like in regards to how many people are about to be owed in court, especially when I really ramp up that Samoa murders again and show you guys what recently happened, because it got completely clapped out. Also, too, they were playing with my headphones because they can't play on my computer anymore, or my phone anymore. That's about to stop. They're gonna say that, oh, I showed something on my computer, and that's how people got into my computer. There's no way to get into your computer like that. It's something else that you need completely. And it's still the feds because it's Superbase that they were using. That's the tool that everyone's using most recently. Okay, so now here, I told you they were trying to set somebody up. It's not working. Okay, you guys. All right. I don't know if I should go ahead and tell about that green things, or maybe I should just let this go this weekend, because somebody doesn't know that I keep on finding green things. Somebody doesn't know that that's actually tied to that's some more murders, and somebody like dipped their hand into that and they got caught instantly. Yep, with a bunch of people following me around wearing green, starting all the shit for no reason. Yeah, and then also too, I just want to let you know that we caught a big ass rapist group that was operating on Grinder. It's a man that was up. It's like a group of them that say, "Oh, we do fitness," and then they peddle fentanyl shit like that, like oh, as enhancement drugs and shit like that, playing games. Yeah, they got caught red-handed. We caught them red-handed, and they ended a big ass case because somebody wanted to play on my phone. And now, like, it's leading to John Gaboya. It's not like too crazy, like hella crazy ass like notions in people's mind. Like, how did that lead to John Gaboya? Because somebody was playing on your phone and starting shit. I'm playing with that 37 file again. That it led to John Gaboya, and it led to a group of people that were working in city and county that were playing with this whole brotherhood thing with us sucking fucking your family, Borgia. Okay, okay, so I see that motherfuckers are getting hit with that moon card. Okay, that was really quick. That was really quick. Somebody needed that for their investigation. I found it. It's if you can get into my phone and get access and things like that, and you'll be able to find it. And also too, I'm gonna let the Department of Justice know that I want to upload a bunch of stuff to that PIU, so you guys can go and request it. I think that they're already doing that behind the scenes, though they're not letting the public get access to that. But it's like a bunch of flash drive, Google Drives, and things like that. That they have access to. I don't know if it's attached to the PIU number before a bunch of people get it with Aaron Haney's foster care case. But I'm going to go ahead and just list it out in that 37 file. I already did two of them. So I think I might just put at the bottom of the 37 file, like here, these are all the Google Drives that you guys can go access with all the evidence and shit like that. That evidence file started hella nonsense. Somebody really underestimated the fact that I'm a Virgo. I was not fucking playing with people, gathering hella information and evidence in these hosts on Terrorland playing games and nonsense, showing that they were in people's phone. And that's another thing that's about to come out too. They can't tell the pedophile group that they're getting clapped out like that. They're just waiting for me to say it on YouTube. And then they'll stop answering them. And then all their shit is getting shut down. That's done for. It's done for in South Korea. They have to because they already know that this regime will change. Other people will get back in power, and that's it for us. Period. There's no changing your name, getting you this and that. Your name's already on all the retail theft camera. That's what they get for doing that too. Trying to delete their photos and stuff like that. They call it HTTP protocol. I don't know. I'm like divinating to see if I should like go in on this or what just happened in the Spanish community with them finding out that they have to shut down all their facilities. They're not getting back billing. They have a bunch of fentanyl, Paquita. They were selling a bunch of cool from 12-year-olds, OnlyFans money. Yeah. And playing what clinical trial testing. Do you see what they started? And then, oh, we can activate this herb and this and that, and trying to go in front of men of color playing hoes, playing with my channel. Ooh, whoa. Huh. All I have to say is, huh, she'll find out. Phew. What? For you to be that desperate, you're vexed in spirit. That's just it. I don't know if I should keep on going with this. I want to talk about what happened with that some more murders because somebody didn't know that that green team was tied to it like that. And they're, I think maybe I should just tell you that every single traffic count since that green thing started, or since the day I moved here, everything is going to get reviewed just for what's about to get started in court all across the islands. DNA testing. I don't know if I should tell you what that green things is tied to and how it's really sloppy and tied to that Hazelton. Wow, that book Hazelton, a history, a century of Jewish life, and they're pretending to be Jewish playing games. I don't know if you guys really want me to go that far because somebody didn't, and that's the power of uploading people to the computer and not understanding what it means to be a psychic. Just because you type shit into the computer, I want to know doesn't mean that you were gonna know. Doesn't mean that you're gonna get anything from me. They were uploading me to the computer thinking that I'm a fucking dictionary, and hosts talking about they're gonna run tarot channels with microphones in their ear. Hmm. That's why I just said. So, whoa! I just want you to know. Okay, I don't know if I should start that yet. Okay, I don't think I should start it just yet. I think I should just let them keep on embarrassing themselves, and then I should just pop out. Like, do you know that that's what that was about? Yes, somebody really got caught with Department of Labor. Somebody really got caught. That's really just it. There's about to be a bunch of lawsuits. Everyone's getting ready for it. Somebody just found out too that all the black and brown folks are going to get together, and there's going to be a big ass lawsuit against the foundations for starting this in everyone's country, looking for their new investment vehicle, playing with people of color in the computer, and that they're going to have to pay. I don't know if they're ready for that one though. I don't know if you guys are ready to hear about that because they just really found out people are like organizing choppers